stamping friends, it's Jackie Ballhace with Clempin Stampers, and today as I was making this card I kind of realized there's some things that I do when I'm creating cards that I don't even think about that really are tips that I've learned over the years or as I play with different stamp sets. So I want to try to make a conscious effort of doing some short videos when I create a card to share with you, just pointing out a couple of tips that might help you as well. So this is the card that I made with the Lift Me Up bundle. I love this bundle. I have had so much fun playing with it, but I really struggled at first putting the different colors behind the big hot air balloon, because it is a die. Okay, there's the up and away thinlits, and it's the detailed die. Okay, so it cut out the black. Here you can see I've already cut one out. But then what's a lot of fun with these dies, see all the different pieces right here? I have them kind of stuck to my magnet sheet in order. Those are all like strips you can cut out to go underneath the black to, put different colors. But the first one that I did like this, I cut out all of the pieces, and then I really kind of struggled, putting adhesive on each one of these and having to line it up on the back side and stack them. But I came up with an easier way. So what I did is I cut out one of the big detailed balloons just out of a piece of scrap cardstock, and I just kind of keep this with my stamp set so I can use it over and over. So pick one of the colors. In this case I picked Melon Mambo, and I laid my template on to a piece of cardstock here, and I'm going to just trace with a pencil, okay, what's cut out here. Now when I get down here I only need to go this far, so I can just draw a line there. So we've traced it, and now I'm going, see on there? Now I'm going to just use my scissors and cut this out. And when I do cut it out, I'm going to just cut on the inside a smidgen of the pencil line. That way it should be about the right size that I need. So let's just go ahead and cut. Okay, there you can see I have it all cut out. Now this will layer really nice behind the balloon. So if you wanted just a solid color under there, there we go. Now, because I want to use the stripes, okay, what I did is I just cut out two of them. I probably could have done three, but I did the very top one and then two down. So we know this top one is going to go right up across the top. Now to glue it down, I like to use the Tombow multi-purpose glue. I always call this green glue. People laugh at me. Anyone else call it green glue? Put a little bit of glue on there and I can just line it up. What I like about it is it's a little forgiving. I can slide it a little bit if I need to. So I'm going to just check, lay that on there. Look at that, it seems to fit perfect. Now the next one, because it's going to go down here, is a little trickier because I could eyeball it if I wanted to, but what I did is I actually held it on here. Okay, let's look to see where it goes. So I can hold it right there. Just hold it. I'm going to flip it over, put a little bit of green glue underneath, and now I can lay it down onto my Melon Mambo one, line it up, and press. Now I know that one's in the right place. So if I wanted to do another stripe down here, I could, or I could just leave it at that. But there we know our stripes are in the right place. Now all I have to do is glue this one onto here. Now I get asked all the time about what kind of adhesive to use on especially these more detailed ones. I'm a green glue fanatic. Like I said, Tombow multi-purpose. But the key to this is you can't use too much. I find people want to put too much on there and then it gooshes and you have a mess. So let me show you how I do this. I mean, I literally, let's get it going here. Once my glue is flowing a little bit, I don't even really squeeze. And I just put a couple little dots. Okay, I mean, there's not much there at all. Just hit a few random spots, some of the bigger lines. Okay, I don't know if you can see on there where it is, but there is not much glue on there at all. And now I can stick these together. It's plenty to hold it. You don't need much of this adhesive at all. And there we go. There's our balloon. Super simple getting the stripes in there. Now, if you do get some adhesive showing that you don't like, the adhesive eraser is like magic. It's kind of like the magic eraser. You can real easily go and once it's dry, use it and pick up any glue that's where it's not supposed to be. And if you have any here I can see just a smidgen of Melon Mambo. We'll clip that off. And there's our balloon. So it is all ready to put together on our card. These two I just embossed with white in our little heart, softly falling embossing folder, just to get, I'm all about that texture. Now, one other thing, because people ask me all this time, they'll see dimensions that I write, and I'm always using eighths. They're all like, why don't you use quarters? They're so much easier to cut. I don't know how to cut eighths. I like the look of eighths. I like just a real thin little piece of black here. This main layer, I usually go what I call a 1/2 inch smaller. So if your card is 5.5 by 4 1/4, I'm going to make the soft sky one here 5 by 3 3/4, and then my little mat I make an 1/8 bigger. Now, people always get confused with eighths, and they're trying to do all the math. Honestly, I am not a math person, and I do this so simple in my mind. Again, that's why I'm sharing these tips. So here's my piece that's cut, 3 3/4 by 5. So if I want to do a mat that's an 1/8 bigger, okay, just my skinny little mat like I have on there, I don't have to sit here and figure out, okay, what do I need to cut that at? For blah, 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 So actually, all I do is I take my piece of cardstock and I lay it here first at 3 1/4 or 3 3/4, because I know that's how wide it is. And then I move it over on this cutter. Each line is a 1/16. So I go from there and I just move it over 2 lines and cut. And then I turn it over, and I know my soft sky is 5. So I lay it on 5. I move it over 2 lines and I cut. What those exact measurements are, in my mind, I don't even know as I'm cutting it. I just know it's 2 lines bigger, which equals an 1/8 bigger, and that gives me my nice little mat on there. So there's just a couple of tips that I thought I would share with you with this card. I hope you like the card. If you have any questions, make sure to email me or Facebook message me. I would love to share more with this. And if you're looking to purchase these products, you can do so right at ClompandStampers.com. It's an excellent bundle. There are so many things you can do with this. So have a stamp happy day.